name is Matthew Gonzalez, also known as Grease. I grew up in Arlington, Texas in the DFW area, right smack down the middle of DFW. Started getting into art around like middle school. I was really heavy into graffiti. Well, the nickname came from middle school as well, Grease. And I use that as kind of my identity and as my tag name in the graffiti world. Towards the end of high school, that's when I decided I would really take my art journey to another level and start tattooing. I started tattooing myself at 17, picked up a machine off Amazon and eventually turned 18, got an apprenticeship at Blasted in Mansfield, Texas. And then just looking up to great artists at the time and wanted to always improve my art. I started tattooing in 2021. So then after that, just going to the symposium and looking up artists on Instagram, YouTube, any little tutorial I could find really to improve my art. That's when I found Deanna and Ink Master, all of that. Going to the symposium, I really got inspired to just level up my tattoos and my compositions, the way I look at the body, and making sure the tattoo always flows naturally with the body. Then I got hired here a week ago, and it's just been an amazing journey. Moving from graffiti to black and gray realism was a huge change. I want to say once I started going to more museums and looking at the Renaissance and Baroque style artists, that really inspired me to go more to like a realism style, and seeing it on skin too. That was really amazing, how you can push the limits of realism on skin. That was really exciting to try to master that. In my first couple of years of tattooing, driven to making sure the tattoos heal up as best as they can. And then now I started doing more micro-realism, just testing my limits really with how detailed I can make a piece. And then the designerly style inspired a lot from Taylor here at Eden and Oscar. So now I'm just really testing it out, see how realistic I could go with micro-realism. So I stopped doing graffiti a while ago after getting in trouble a little bit. I couldn't go out there and tag and get in trouble again. So yeah, so then I just kept my head down and focused on tattooing. Yeah, so this piece, the main subject is a boat going through a storm. It's actually from the story in the Gospels where Jesus calms the sea. Oftentimes in life, we go through storms and we don't know what to do and we just panic. And I resonate a lot with that, and just trusting the process, trusting God and calming the sea and giving us peace. So in the top area, we have that the biblical story, of Jesus calming the sea. We have the sun shining through, like clouds on top. We have a huge wave. And this piece is actually by a German painter. Jesus calms the storm, the Sea of Galilee. And then in the middle section, we have some waves. And the bottom section is a cup of wine. Also biblical metaphors. So I grew up in a Christian household. And I went to church most of my life as a little kid, but then I stepped away from that as I became like a teenager in my early 20s. I did my apprenticeship and I was really far from all that. I was really depressed, so then I kind of turned back towards that and reading the Bible and going to church, and that really helped me a lot, getting away from depression. And I feel like it really changed my life. So then I feel like I kind of want to bring that to the tattoo industry and shedding a light on that and kind of like, helping other people with the things they go through and I feel like it would be really helpful. I've been tattooing like religious pieces for about like 2 years now, and I just really like the art style, like the Renaissance and Baroque religious paintings like Caravaggio, and that really inspired me to put it on skin. Outside of tattooing, I don't do much. I really just tattoo all day and design, but then when I'm going home, I'm relaxing. I got a girlfriend, and you know, we like going out to eat around all DFW. Favorite restaurant, probably Uchi in Dallas. Probably going there pretty soon. Sushi, I really like sushi. Anything that's good. I'm not afraid to try food. I've had like crickets. I've had cow intestines, cow brains. I just had like cow cheek the other day. The weirdest food I've enjoyed, probably cow brains. Yeah, it's like it's a really weird texture, but the flavor is really good. So if you ever get a chance to eat some cow brains, you should try it. So speaking of trying new things, I'm really excited to be here at Eden and to create more pieces like this. I really love how this piece turned out, and if you like this piece too, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel.